Hello everyone, it's Christine here and I am back for our stitch along and we are going to be doing shadow work. So I have not done shadow work before and so shadow work, in case you're like me, is a process where you create a delicate shading effect on fine fabrics. You can either work from the wrong side or the right side of the fabric, but we're going to be working it from the right side of the fabric. And we'll be creating like a lattice effect that you'll be able to see through the fabric. So the first step is to find a fabric that is a bit see-through. So as you can see, my hand is sort of visible through the fabric, and you can even see where I've done my stitching of the writing. You can almost just see the fine lines where the thread is running behind, and certainly if it was held up to the light you'd be able to see it even more. So what we're going to do is, let's start down here. I've drawn myself a moon shape. I thought a moon might be a fun thing to do shadow work on. And so I'm going to bring my needle out just a little bit up from the point. So probably the book says about 1.5 millimeters. So I think that should be fine. I'm then going to take my needle back to the point. And then I'm going to bring my needle across and directly below where I came out for that first stitch. And then I'm going to take my needle back to the point. And I'm just using a punch needle wool, which I think is a mix of a wool and a synthetic, and it's just a nice fine sort of thread, woolly thread. So now I'm going to bring my needle out again about 1.5 millimeters along from where my previous stitch was, and then I'm going to take it back to meet that previous stitch and take it back in the hole of the previous stitch, and then I'm going to go directly below where that second stitch was on the other side and bring it back and through the hole of that last stitch. And then we're going to just keep doing that all the way along, so just jumping along a little bit and coming back to the hole, and then going to the other side equal to where the last stitch was, and then coming back to the previous hole. And at the moment it's probably not that easy to see the lattice pattern because we're still sort of right in the corner, so it's all sort of cramped together, but we will start to see the lattice emerge as we go further on. So on the front it just creates an outline, but then on the back it's creating a lattice that you'll be able to see as a shadow. So I was even thinking a really fine handkerchief or something, a vintage hanky might be great to do this on as well. I just found this fabric and thought I'd use that. So I hope you're having a great day or a great evening. I know the change of clocks in Europe and things have made it a bit earlier for, and the US have made it earlier for you folks when I have these premieres showing. But even if you can't make it to the premiere, you can enjoy the video at your leisure. But obviously it's lovely for those of us that get together for a bit of a chat. I'm filming this on Friday night. I had a very early night last night. I'd had a pretty exhausting week again on the working front, and I was absolutely exhausted. I was in bed for about 12 hours, and I think I slept most of it. I just slept a bit fitfully lightly at first, but then fell into a deep slumber. And I feel a lot better for having had the rest. So I'll keep going, and then I'll show you. I'll probably put my light of my mobile phone underneath it, so you'll be able to see how it looks with the light shining. When you're watching it this way, you just sort of think, okay, it's just creating an outline. That's all you're doing. Rather strange way to create an outline, but it's like a magic trick. And so we're going to be doing two other shadow work techniques. So if you are wanting to do all your shadow work on one piece, you'll probably need a decent sized piece of fabric to use, something that can fit, I think, 3 different versions on. Probably went a tiny bit too far forward. Because you're creating the lattice, you do need a decent sized bit of thread, although if you're using a wool, always best to not make them too long. This wool's okay though, I think, because it's got a bit of synthetic in it, it doesn't tend to wear out as much as the full wools. Probably just need to even these out a little bit. I've got one side's a little bit further along, so I'll just try and do a shorter one there, do a slightly longer one on this side. See if I can even it out. So just get a few more and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, let's have a look. I'll grab my other phone and shine the light up through it. Well, that might be a bit too... Oh no, you can hopefully see that. Yeah. So it's created a lovely background shading effect, like magic. And then you take it away and all you see is the outline. Oops, and I've just knocked something off my desk, and then you bring it back and you see the lovely shading. So let's keep going. Where was I up to? I was on the bottom. Make sure I'm back on screen. That's a fun little, and it'd be lovely if you had it on, you probably can't see it, but when I'm sort of holding it up, if you had it on a window, it would be, yeah, a really nice effect. So yeah, excited to discover another stitch I haven't done before. Can't believe we're getting towards the end of the book, up to the letter S. So I don't know, let me know what you think we should do after this stitch along, after we've finished the A to Z of embroidery. I might need a little bit of a break because doing one video per day. I mean, I film them on weekends in general and then set them to schedule, apart from when I accidentally schedule them at the wrong time, like yesterday's one. Hence why I fortunately was then able to have an early night, because I was like, I'm not waiting up for the premiere. But yeah, let me know what you'd like to do. I am sort of toying with the idea whether maybe just doing a once a week sort of stitch session where you can all join. I'll have to see if there's a way we could actually join and chat a bit more in a live sort of sense, where we could all have our, like a Zoom or a Teams or something. So if there's a free app that we'd all be able to kind of be together in, that could be really, really fun. And maybe we could just spend like an hour just nattering, chatting. If I did it on the weekend, we could probably find a time that works for more folks. I don't know, something like that might be fun. And maybe have a project that we work on together. I don't know. Let me know what you reckon. If I can host a little community and bring folks together, that's what makes me happy. It's meant, yeah, a lot to me just getting to know people through this project and through the chats and through the comments. And I know not everyone can join the premieres, but yeah, it's just developed into such a lovely little stitchy community. Started stitching my squares and sending them off for the Great Big Little Stitchery Swap hosted by Annie Claxton. She's got her video up about that and how you can join in if you want to find yourself some Stitchery Swap partners. So such a fun activity last time. 21 squares I made. So this time I've only got a much smaller set of swap partners, and they were the ones that I couldn't take on in the first round. But where I said I would happily do a swap with them in the second round. And it's come round all so fast. Oops, I think I'm going to have just enough thread. Who was it? Martha, I think, said, you always have enough thread. It's amazing. I don't know how. I just think it's luck. And I just, even if it's not quite enough, I just make it work. Okay, so let's just tie that off so you can see. You can probably see I went a bit tighter there and a bit looser there, but I don't mind. Actually looks pretty neat. And it would even be a nice technique, to work on, as I say, you can work it on the right side of the fabric, so it would even be a nice technique to do that way around. But there's something really nice about the effect of seeing the nothing and then seeing the lattice effect behind the piece. So hope you enjoyed that one. And we'll be back tomorrow to do closed herringbone stitch shadow work. So in the book they look like they're doing a little fish shape. So I might do a fish down here, unless I think of something else that I want to do with a. Don't know if the star. I don't think the star would necessarily work. So yeah, I might just do a little fish, and then I'll probably do another shape up there. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye everyone.